Somebody's having a bad morning. All right. Here we go. Good morning. That was Barky McGillicuddy. I forgot to start my watch. Had to stop and do that. Ooh, it's nice today. I think it was like 60 something when I left. Kind of a late start though. It is 7:28 a.m. on the 25th of June. It's a Thursday, and I'm excited today because this time tomorrow I should be halfway to Lexington, Virginia for kind of my first bike ride outing ever. Going to go up there. The plan is to meet up at Devil's Backbone Outpost in Lexington. I don't know if we might grab some lunch there. We might just meet there and go hit a trail and then come back there for lunch. Kind of playing it by ear. The weather keeps flipping back and forth between rain and no rain or off and on rain, depending on which day I've looked at it. So we kind of have to just kind of play it by ear, but that's easy to do. So one of the trails we're going to do, I've been researching, it's called the Chessie Nature Trail. It goes between Lexington and Buena Vista. The highlight that I'm looking for the most is going through some cattle pastures and seeing some cows. So kind of looking forward to that. And there's some other trails up there too. We'll kind of look around and see what we can find that meets our ability levels. Because as Clint Eastwood said, a man's got to know his limitations, right? Took a little shortcut today since I didn't want to really disturb the gentleman and his dog. Yeah, so get up there, meet up, go for a ride, staying at the Holiday Inn Express. Got a suite that Dan and I are sharing. Don't worry, 2 queen beds. Anyway, the thought when I booked it, well, it's nice to have the extra room. You can stretch out when you're just chilling in the room. But the other thought was, if we need to, we can store the bikes in the room at night. So Dan does have friends up there that moved up there from here when they retired, kind of built their own homestead. Possibility they might let us store our bikes in their garage at night, which would be cool. I mean, I just don't want to really leave them on the bike rack out in the parking lot. I don't think anybody messed with it, but you never know. You never know. And that would really kind of suck if they did. So they actually ride bikes too. I don't know about e-bikes, but more conventional bikes. They might go for a ride with us on Saturday. But again, I said the weather's kind of iffy. It might be one of those days where you kind of look at the radar and you get your ride in between showers, right? Which would be cool. I'll take my rain gear with me just in case. Mainly just my jacket, I guess. My shell. But I bought this like electric kettle when we did our trip out west, and wow, it's 3 years ago, 2023 now. So I can make coffee. So I've got a Blue Eddy power station. Taking that because that can run an electric fridge that I got. Squirrel corner here. There's one. Man, where'd they all go? There's 2, 3. All right, y'all are coming back. Anyway, so that power station, I've got an electric fridge. Can power that overnight. I tested that last night. It kept it going all night. I've also tested charging the bike battery. It does just fine doing that. And then last night I tested heating up some water to make coffee with that electric kettle. Did that too. So I've made myself a little coffee station. I'll take a table. We can stop before or after a ride and make us a cup of coffee. When we did that trip out west in 2023, we ordered these the kind of like National Park Service type passports where you can get stamps at each of the national parks. So I'm gonna stop either going up or coming back, or maybe we'll go up there one day. But the Shenandoah National Park Visitor Center, one of them is right there at Afton Mountain. Figure I'll go ahead and get a stamp while I'm there. Morning. There's also there's a trail over there in that area near Afton called the Blue Ridge Tunnel Trail. Julie actually did it when she was up there a year or two ago. Said it was cool, said it was crowded though. And if we do that, it probably would be on Saturday, so I don't know. It's not a very long trail, but it's a pretty long tunnel. But I watched a video last night that somebody had filmed there, and it was really crowded, lots of people walking. So that's kind of like, The only other tunnel I've done was up in Pennsylvania, and that was right by the Continental Divide and the Mason-Dixon line, and it was cool. I mean, it was a pretty long tunnel. It was chilly in there though, and it was not crowded. So, like I said, we're gonna play it by ear. It's really going to be heavily dependent on the weather. All right, I got some walkers there, so I'm going to cut across here so I don't disturb their morning walk. Whoa, there's a little ledge on that basketball court. Didn't really feel like going on that. That was my seat. It's got a spring. Yesterday, or the last day I rode was the day before yesterday. I came off one of the mounds up at the park, and first time I really heard it and felt it flex, but it works. It takes some of the really bigger bumps out of play, which is, I guess, what it's supposed to do, right? I can't remember. Oh, yeah. There we go. Yeah. I just put together this kind of new part of the loop. Hey, Mr. Bunny Rabbit, on my last ride. Kind of working my way back to where I came from, and then I can break off the trail. It gives me more trail, but then I can break off of it and go over to Menden, take that down to the end, come back on Rittman, and it got me up to like right at 6 miles. So that's the plan. Let's see if I can do that again. Avoid that bump. Yeah, so I think I'm just going to go down here, take a right on Sharon, and then go left on the trail instead of right. Yeah, I don't know about that. Dadgummit, I can't remember how I did it now. Oh well. I don't have a lot of time because the wife's going down to my daughter's condo to meet some workmen that are doing some reconstruction of a closet that got water damage. So I got dog duty. It is 7:41. I'm right at 3 miles. So I guess I can probably go ahead and I think I got 2 miles left. I was just watching a YouTube video of a guy that was, he and two buddies were riding e-bikes or e-backpacking, I guess, but up in West Virginia, Greenbrier area. That could be fun. It was a trail that went right along the Greenbrier River. And when I left to take this bike ride, they had stopped at a little town. I did not catch the name of the town, but they stopped there for breakfast, and there was a bunch of motorcyclists, even some three-wheelers also there. So pretty popular thing to do, I guess, up there. West Virginia seems to have kind of gone the ecotourism route, which makes sense. I mean, they don't have a lot of, I don't know, they probably do, but it seems like not as many sources of income since the coal industry went down. They also have the Hatfield-McCoy Trail, which is primarily an ATV kind of trail. And I believe it goes almost the entire width of the state. I know my friend Dan and some of his cousin and some other friends have gone up there 2 years now, and they have ridden that trail, which I think that would be fun, because then you could have destinations, right? I enjoyed the RV park, or the ATV park up in near Johnstown. That was fun. My first experience. I've been there twice now. But it would be kind of cool to have a destination instead of just going around in trails. I mean, you could actually say, hey, we're going to go to this place and we're going to have lunch, or we're going to have dinner, or we're going to have drinks or breakfast, and then so on and so forth. Anyway, I think that would be kind of cool. I've been up into that part of West Virginia before. When my daughter was young, we took her to a summer camp up there called Camp Allegheny. We stayed in Lewisburg, I think. And that Camp Allegheny, it was right on the Greenbrier River. It was either the Greenbrier River or if it was a stream running off of it. But one of those trips, we're either taking her up or picking her up, bringing her home. We stayed at an old inn there in Lewisburg, which was cool. And then we went to the Greenbrier, and we had lunch at the Sam Snead Grill. Very cool. Sam Snead. I don't know if he won more money in golf tournaments or making bets on the golf course. He was supposed to be quite the golfer when it comes to playing for money. Slammin' Sammy Snead. Had a cool looking hat that he would wear. He was kind of famous for. Pretty cool. Alright, this is the one that you gotta look hard to the left because it's hard to see. Alright, we're at 4.2. It's going to be tight to get 5 in today. I might have to do an extra loop. The lady running has a boxer that usually runs with her. Pretty dog. And she runs a lot. I see her multiple times a day while I'm working in my office. Morning. Morning. .5. I'm going to do that one little loop to definitely get me over 5 miles. I could almost catch these cars with these speed tables now because I can go around them and they can't. Woo! Yeah, I'm hoping that I am on the other side of Richmond by this time tomorrow. That would be the plan. Get the hell out of here before traffic goes to hell. Because it can get nasty getting across the bridge tunnel in the morning. I think if I leave here at 5, I should be fine. In order to do that, I need to get pretty much ready to go. And so all I got to do tomorrow is get up, shower and shave, and get in the truck and go. Let's see what today looks like at work. That will be a big determining factor on that. Today's the first day of the tuna tournament. My buddy Robert just texted me. He's got a boat down at the fishing center where they do the weigh-in. Invited us down to have cocktails and watch the weigh-in. But I think, unfortunately, I'm going to have to pass because I got to get ready for tomorrow. Daggone it. They've been catching tuna out there. He went a week or so ago. He got 9. Really, he got 10, but one of them got eaten by a shark, all but the head. Had to pay the tax man. Good day though, and I've seen some big eyes caught lately too on social media, so could be a good year for the tuna tournament. Alright, so Jan said she might be gone by the time I get back because she needed to head down there to the beach to Julie's condo, so we'll see. Let's see if her car's in the driveway when we get up here. 5.3 miles, I made it. Whew. Alright, when I get back I'll hook this up to the charger so it's all nice and charged up for the trip. Get ready, go to work. And let the dogs out. Yeah, I think if I'd done that other part of the trail, the new part that I couldn't remember, I would have been up to 6 miles. So I just was kind of distracted today. I'll figure it out. Looks like Jan has not left yet. There's Sparky McGillicuddy is meeting me. There's Jan heading out to the car right now. Well, that's my pre-trip ride. Hope you enjoyed it. Yep, let me come through here so I don't wreck. Oh. Okay, we made it. Whew. All right.